Hey gang, I got an idea here. You're nice people, you do stuff for your friends, they want to say thanks and what do we say? We say, "Oh man, it's the least I can do," because there are little things that we do for other people that we don't think twice about. It's the least I can do. But when we start trying to make changes in our own lives and do things for ourselves, we never just, what's the least I can do? We never do those little things that we need to do for ourselves, or at least not enough. Maybe not never, but maybe not enough. You know, I think it's time that when we start thinking about our health and fitness goals, instead of trying to do everything all at once, instead of trying to find that perfect plan, we start trying to celebrate the least we can do. Because when you do the least you can do that every day. And when you can do that every day, that's when good shit really starts to happen. Okay? So instead of worried about counting all your macros, getting the exact proportions of each meal just right, do the least you can do. Instead of trying to jump into high intensity interval training and doing weird handstand push-ups that you're not sure, but it just kind of looks cool. Think about what's the least you can do. Something you can do to get moving every single day. You don't need to be on a real hard keto diet if you're not used to just eating well as it is. It's going to be too much. Same thing with like trying to combine weightlifting and gymnastics and everything you can into this perfect workout program that you're probably not going to execute very consistently because you're not even used to doing the little things yet. But this is what we all want to do. We all see this. We want this like the perfect plan because it's like being able to search all the reviews on Amazon. You got the perfect plan, whether it's exactly perfect for you or not. We just overdo it. So let's start thinking about what's the least we can do for ourselves and our own fitness goals as we do them. So if you're just getting started, you don't know where to start, maybe you just want to start off by drinking more water every day. What's the least you can do to start drinking more water, start drinking less beer, stop drinking less soda. Instead of getting rid of, just start drinking an extra glass of water in the morning before you have that first cup of coffee. Get it done. Glass of water. It's the least you can do for yourself. You had a glass of water. That was easy. You can do that every day. Or if you're trying to just make overall lifestyle changes, sleep is so important. You cannot underestimate how big of a role sleep has in your life and how it impacts your eating choices and your nutrition and your exercise habits and how much you get done, your focus. So what's the least you could do? Maybe the least you could do is you just set a bedtime. Set a bedtime, Maybe you're not perfect. You don't always go to bed at that time. But you're like, you know what? Instead of scrolling on Facebook and Reddit and watching endless Netflix episodes till 2 in the morning, I'm gonna set my bedtime at midnight. And you start trying to get to bed at midnight, and you get good at that. And maybe I feel pretty good getting sleep. I'm gonna try getting to bed at 11 because really I can watch just as much TV the rest of the day if I want, and I'm not really missing too much by not being on Facebook. It's the least you can do, and it has a big impact on the rest of your life and how we're doing things and your fitness goals. So start trying to think of like, what's the least I can do? If you're trying to exercise more, don't wait for the perfect plan with cluster sets and supersets and high density training and interval training. It doesn't have to start with all that. You just got to start getting active every day. And it can be a little bit because it all adds up over time. So what's the least you could do? Maybe it's, doing squats before breakfast. You do 10 body weight squats every day. Or maybe 5 push-ups or 10 push-ups. I love squats and push-ups. You can mix them up anytime, anywhere. So that might be the least you can do. Practicing push-ups to a countertop if you can't do them on the floor. There's a least you can do. And you can do that every day. And it's going to start to add up. The more it adds up, the more good stuff's going to happen. It's going to steamroll. So stop trying to find what the perfect plan is for you and start learning to celebrate the least you can do. Because if you celebrate the least you can do and you get that done every single day, you're going to level up. You're going to that stuff's going to become automatic. And then you can think of what's the next least thing I can do. And maybe then it's I drink a cup of water before every meal, not just before my first cup of coffee every day. I drink a glass of water before every meal. That's going to add up. That has a lot of cumulative benefits. Or I do push-ups. I get 50 in a day. You do 50 push-ups a day. That's going to be a big stimulus to help you change your body and get more fit and do more. It's not perfect, but it's a fantastic start, and it's way more than zero. And like I said, I can't stress it enough. The more sleep you get, the more you keep a regular sleep routine, that stuff all continues to go. And there's more things, there's plenty of leasts we can do. So start trying to celebrate the least you can do and think about it. Write down some that you might want to work on and go from there. Celebrate the least you can do, and I think you're going to like what happens. Thanks.